It's Week 16 of the NFL, and we've got Desmond Ridder. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Golden Eagles and the Huskies, next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us south of the border to the vibrant capital of Mexico City. Happy Christmas Eve to all. What a good one we have in store as we are underway here in Week 16. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by a much-discussed third-rounder in last year's draft. The second-year pro out of Cincinnati, Desmond Ridder.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing one interception, didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. They found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
Ridder looking to throw on 1st and 10. Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. But you look at this defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. To the air again, it's Ridder. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on it. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. Here's 2nd and 10. They run. First carry for... And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 3rd down, Winston. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Harris. And able to get this to the 31. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Harris running straight ahead, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Damian Harris, his first touchdown on the year. And the Huskies will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Brett Maher on for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. And he returns this to the 22. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Ritter on 1st and 10. Got the connection here to Bourne. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
A handoff running left is Dobbins. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line. 3rd and 4. Ritter from the gun. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Ritter to throw it. This one to Bourne out on the left side. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Ritter. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Ritter off the play fake. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Quentin Johnston was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. But you look at this defense. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season, it's been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit, on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Patterson's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, But the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
3rd down and 1. Working out of the gun, Winston. And this is going to be incomplete.
And this is what you wanted to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
This is taken around the 12. 51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On to the 2nd quarter. Mexico City in possession. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. As they've got it as we resume action. Ritter will set up to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Ritter throwing on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Harris returning. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Winston. They'll get this into the hands of Hodge. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. Counter play. Here's Gibbs. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Jameis to throw it. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now Winston. And he is caught. And he's got this down to the 35. His first catch there. Good for 10 yards and a 1st down. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Another run for Gibbs here. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. 3rd and short yardage. Winston. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They hand this off to Harris. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. From the red zone now, Winston. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Morris. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down. So the false start will back them up 5.
False start, offense.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Throwing, Winston. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. This offense so far on third down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down. Now Ritter back to throw. A throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Meanwhile, Ritter's throw into the hands of Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Here is 3rd down and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's Ritter. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
What my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Now Ritter to throw on 1st down. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw, Ritter. Quickly into the hands of Mims. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 11-yard line.
Another throw coming up here for Ritter. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Andrews. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Desmond Ritter taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Golden Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out. A 1,000-yard campaign in his sights, Charles, but needs a little bit of a kick here down the stretch to reach it.
And sometimes at this stage of the season, you're looking for that extra goal, right? That extra motivation to accomplish what you want, not just as a team, but as individuals. He's got to stretch a little bit to get there. That might be what they're talking about during the practice sessions in their meetings. Hey, we can still get this done. Let's go ahead and feed him the ball.
And the offensive line, I'm sure they're well aware of where he stands as well.
They are, and I think for them, it would be an even better accomplishment to get.
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And now off to the races down the right side. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Completes it to Hardman. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up 2nd down. Now Jameis trying to hurry his crew to the line. Here's the 2nd and 7. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he's brought down. A nice little juke move that preceded it, but not much thereafter. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Here's Winston. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
They run forward with Harris, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They come up short here on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Ritter from the gun. A quick throw there is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Taking in left side, it's Wilson.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw once more. Here's Ritter. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. Patterson's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in everyone to this Christmas Eve edition of the EA Sports Halftime Report. So let's get to it. We'll begin in the birthplace of rock and roll, Memphis, Tennessee. And it's the Steamers who are in front. The former...
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. But Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield.
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. O'Shane Zimenez with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On second down, here's the option. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. First down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. To throw is Winston. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Morris. And he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down. On the give, this is Harris. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's Winston. Completes this to Colton Dowell.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 55 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Another run here with Dobbins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Knight on the handoff. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Ritter now looking to throw it this time. He'll dump this off, complete to Dobbins. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Even the most elusive quarterbacks have those tough days where they can't avoid sacks, and this is one of them. 3rd time he's gone down. He might develop some happy feet now, want to escape the pocket and try and gain more yardage with his legs.
Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is Harris. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. Toronto's offense ready to take over. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Now it's a bootleg with Winston. Looking for Ross again. He finds him again. And he's brought down. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a 1st down.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Play action now. Winston. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
Off the play fake, Winston. under pressure, and down he goes. Dietrich Wise running through and dropping him for the sack.
Well, partner, I would say just avoid play action, but that's not just been the problem. This defense, they've been getting pressure on all types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Huskies have retaken a third-quarter lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. J.K. Dobbins leading the way as the offense returns to the field. And he's closing in on that number. They're all running back circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
We're off to the fourth quarter here on Christmas Eve. Back now in Mexico City, as we're about ready to rock and roll for the fourth and final quarter. Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. 12 more yards there and another first down. Sticking with the passing game. Here's Ritter again. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. But now he appears to be in some pain. The offense on 3rd down, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Ritter. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Here we go on 4th down. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Ritter with it after the play fake. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Ritter to throw it. His throw incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Ritter will set up to throw it. The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. 9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical third down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. It hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Jameis to throw it. He'll get this into the hands of Hodge. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. A yard all they need, but it's third down. Movement there on the offensive line. A little quick and a 5-yard penalty.
Ball start, offense.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Winston now. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Pulled in at the 24. A very good return that time. 18 yards. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Back to throw, Ritter. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Joey Bosa, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Dobbins running out of the gun. They'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on here to punt it away. Harris now to return. So possession goes over here on the punt. Toronto's offense ready to take over. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. On 1st and 10, Winston. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now Winston. Finds Gibbs on a check down. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, Winston. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. There he goes left side. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 112 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. A shotgun snap and a give to Dalvin. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Great defense there on 3rd and goal. They took away everything, forced him to fire that one to the sideline where no one could get it.
Patterson's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. So that gets him a little closer as he converts there, but you have to think back to the field goal he missed earlier.
Right now, that's the difference between leading and trailing. So at this moment, he's reciting that kicker's prayer that we know so well. Just give me one more shot before this one's said and done.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Toronto's offense ready to take over. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Jameis now on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Morris. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. Winston to throw. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And not enough on the throw that time as that one is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Marr able to put this one through. And they add on and get a little bit of a cushion. It's 20-16 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The situation for them offensively as follows. Down by 4, 1:45 to play. And their 4-game winning streak in great danger. And his throw is incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just...
Leonard has it knocked down. It's going the other way. And now he's got him in a great spot at the 8-yard line here, first and goal.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Winston. His pass caught at the 4.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down, so you got to think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, guy, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker. The kick by Marr is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
So now the story changes. Trailing by a touchdown. And time, a huge factor. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. A stoppage here for an injury, and not what you want to see. J.K. Dobbins in a little bit of pain after that last play. And not what you want to see this late. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Here's Ritter. Connecting with Andrews. And he'll be stopped after a very short gain. And now you're looking at 4th down. Now Ritter. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Charles, we were treated to an excellent game today, capped off by that second half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for us, not so much to the team who led at halftime, and now is leaving here knowing that they let a win slip through their fingers. Tough one for them to carry home.
So for Toronto, their hopes of a winning campaign stay alive as they move to 7-8 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Mexico City, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.